many of you maybe know, it's situated in a karst, but it's open air site, and it's situated about here. This is the river Beronka, and it's situated in central Bohemia. So we are back in Europe from African country. It is famous for engravings from Magdalenian period, and also there is one painting present. Everything is mobile art on local raw materials on a slab, and then there is quite a lot of pieces of red ochre which are engraved, so the ochre was probably, or not probably, almost for sure used at the site. This artistic work is not the point of the presentation, it was only to recall what the site is famous for. It is located in central Bohemia, in a cluster of another Magdalenian site. In the map, the sites which are open air and Magdalenian are shown in red. The black triangles are sites in cave. So this is the site of Hostim, which is located very near Krapnikova Jeskyně, that is cave site, and this is site of Hostim, which is open air site. Above Beronka River, the difference is about 40 meters, and elevation of the site is from 255 to 260 meters above sea level. Site was excavated in the 60s by Slavomil Vencel, and results are published in the publication Magdalenian Bohemia. Size of excavation was about 260 meters, and original interpretation was that it is single event, and the plan was interpreted as tent-like dwelling, which should be occupied according to other data during spring, summer period. Everything was done in period before 95, so the methods which were applied according to what was considered as accurate data at that time. So with some of the more modern methods, we have opportunity to reconsider some of the gathered record. So what was our objectives? To be honest, my first objective, what I wanted to do at the very beginning, was re-evaluation of the Lenka collection, which contains about 16,000 pieces, and I hope that there will be possible to do more technological study and more detailed evaluation of some aspects of the collection. After I moved this collection 3 times in a half year, I was so angry about moving all the pieces prepared for refitting that I decided that I will start from another point, and that there is only conventional C14 date published and done. So what I decided to do as the first was to get more precise anchoring in the time and redate some pieces to be sure that the interval which it is associated with is correct. As we started to cut the bones and to prepare C14 dates, of course, what was another important thing to do to gather more data on seasonality and possible characteristics of natural environment. So we decided to do some chronological study and some stable isotope analysis. And for the artifact use, still I hope to do with this collection soon, and we focus a lot on stone tools, especially ground stone tools, and their use were studied. So the original plan on its central part is the tent-like dwelling is this part of the plan, how it was interpreted, and the biggest issue or the concerns about accuracy of this interpretation are connected with elevation of the site or with its position in a slope. And the discussion around if it is really intact deposit and it's possible that it's a single event occupation or if it is several occupations which were moved a lot around the slope. So this is the thing which should be reconsidered in the future. In my opinion, it's not possible to answer this from existing data, but we have some ideas about it even from what we have done now. As you can see, the standing of the slope is quite steep, so that is the problematic part of the site. Here is our sampling. This is the original 14 days and its position. Here is the central part with the tent-like dwelling. The red squares are the squares where we have taken samples for C14. Then blue ones are the positions of samples for stable isotope analysis, and the green ones are the chronological samples. We tried to do all analysis on all pieces. Not all analysis run well. Our site is known for a big concentration of horse bones, so most of the things were done obviously on horse bones, especially cemento-chronology, a lot of dating, and then for stable isotope analysis were chosen bones of reindeer and hare to precise the interpretation. The bone determination was done by Lenka Kovačiková and also stable isotope analysis. Cemento-chronology was done by Eliška Zazvonilová. Here is the original date, which had really quite a big mistake. But what was funny for us, or what we didn't like very much, that our new dates in fact some samples cover almost all interval which was as was dated by the old one. Single dates as them are quite precise. More details on dates are here. So the problem is that of course it would be possible to precise this chronology by Bayesian modeling if we know the stratigraphical relations between the samples, but this is not possible now. So that's another objective for future, to get more precise microstratigraphy for several points. One is dating, which I think won't be precise too much, but another is to see really if the site is single event or not, because these dating started our thinking in a way that maybe it's not a single event, but rather a repetitive occupation and repeated visits to the site. Then about the stable isotope, the results were quite interesting to mention that all animals which were measured were hunted animals, so no marks of scavenging were present or described on this collection. So we considered this collection of animal bones as brought by hunter-gatherers to the site, and really the majority, I think that there's 970 pieces of bones described from the site, and more than 700 are horses. So really majority of the hunted game was horses. Some of the stables of analysis indicate that there was kind of variable, heterogeneous environment around the site, but we are not speaking about the forest, but rather steppe, like not forest occupation. About the seasonality study, until now we are not able to say much more. We would like to continue with microware study on a piece and with better age estimation, because as you can see, these are the slices of chronological samples, and thanks to the text in a tooth enamel, we are not able to obviously to count and to do precise estimation of the season of a hunt. A bit on artifacts which really these analyses are still running. So in a publication it mentioned that some of the bowls bear residues of inorganic or organic materials on them. This is one of the examples where organic material was seen when the collection was described, and then there were some more when red ochre is described. So we would like to study the marks and also to study the residues if we will be able to extract them from the bowls. So the pieces which were chosen for further study were pieces where was exactly written that here should be some remains of processed material, or then there were pieces which were chosen because, for example, they have they have enough sinter, so it covers original surface, and maybe under this calciferous materials will be some residue left. And even though if the residue study will not work, these pieces are mostly from, or I think maybe all of them are from sandstone. So we would like to study the marks of use and at least to try to determine if it was organic or inorganic material what was used on these bowls. Because with a lot of artistic work at the site, it's probable that at least some of them were used for grinding of ochre, for example. So as a date of radiocarbon dating, for us it was important to see that really the original interval is correct in its whole length. It fits well also with typology of the site, and to enable Bayesian modeling, we would like really to proceed with kind of reopening the site and try to get some micromorphological or any other geological data to see if we can consider site as a single event or not. Then seasonality study, we would like to try other methods because it could be really important and interesting for us, as it is really 200 meters from another Magdalenian site, which is in the entrance of the cave. Isotope analysis, there might be some more work to be done, but it showed well, in fact what was expected, that it's humid and cooler environment which is correct for studied period, and grindstone artifact. There is more to be done. I hope to show you at least some results, but they are not ready yet. So thank you for your attention, and if there are any
questions. Thank you. Nice. Important time for the Magdalenian. Do you have any questions, please?
Following the question, the point is that on the Kovačiková stone bowls, we found spheres of starch from vegetation that was not fully published. Ochre was visible and starch was detected later. And the question, on the profile you showed, it seems that the slope is quite steep, so do you consider also slope movements?
Yeah, they were not described in publication. But my point of view is that there must be maybe too strong implications, but there should be some slow movement, because really the slope is not like standing a little bit, it's really slow that it's like. So I think there would be some, And to precisely interpret the site, I think it's very important to open and get some geological data to be sure what we are speaking about.
The problem is that the same feature is irregular, regular and irregular.
I'm not sure if I can say this, it's very bold from my side, but maybe if you excuse me, my idea is that in a time when the site was published, it was a time when the site as you also were published too, and the plan of excavation, especially after some time as it was done, it can recall this type of features, but these type of features were created in a completely different environment where the river slowly covered it by sediment. So to me, this could be kind of misinterpretation. I'm really sorry because this is really bold what I'm saying now, and I'm sorry for it. And I hope it will be understood here. And
just to suggestions, just for the slope and so on, we had sometimes the same problem, and the solution was soil microstratigraphy, micromorphology.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Yeah.
Okay. No, stratigraphy, micromorphology. The second suggestion, if these stones are sandstones, you can also make organic chemical analysis.
Yeah.
And then you can see if there's some reeds or something like this, mixing with ochre or mixing with plants.
And the only problem with stones which may come up is that they were stored for quite a long time, like almost 60 years now, if I'm counting well, in a museum. So we'll see if there is not any intrusion from the things that are in the museum, but our colleague who is working on it said that she's able also to take the samples to check this, like to take museum in a sample that was in a museum repository to really check what we had on a stone from the old record.
If he not wash it with
we have no one to ask if it was washed this way before. Like.
Thank you, Peter.
This week, Laura Longo is working on our material in the museum, and she is specialist for the determination of plants on different things. And I think that your material can be very interesting for her and for Karen Hardy. If you want, we can propose your material because they have very nice specific methodology how to obtain rest of plants from everything.
Yeah.
And it's quite simple, not destructive. I saw results from, for example, Zazvonilová Eliška, and it's amazing. And concerning the seasonality, I know that colleagues from Spain, for example, use the enamel for determination when the animal was killed, not the cutting of roots. It means that it's possible to use a different methodology that is not destructive and maybe can answer to your question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And last question from Jarek.
About the sloping, you said you start repeating, but you're not finishing it yet.
Even the start is complicated.
Because also the repeating will tell you if there's a sloping or not. If you have a nice concentration and you're repeating, so you can say it's more repeating, but if all the repeating goes according to the slope, really that's everything.
And can I ask, because there is 16,000 artifacts, and it's such large area, the material was seized or
Yeah, there's another point. It was done. It was it was iron seized, but definitely not well seized. It wasn't well seized.
It is not.
And no flotation at all. So like the amount of charcoal from the site is really really low.
And I have one note about the Bayesian modeling, because we tried for the Milovice Port, for the new excavation in the Milovice Port site, is where we really nice stratigraphic sequence, nice dated chronologically, and but by the modeling we don't show some significant results also, so the better than do it and
Not always it can work.
Okay, if there are more questions? No? If not, okay, so just thank you all the participants of this session, to Petra, to Katarína, to Lenka, and Ladislav. And now enjoy the 20 minutes of a coffee break, some coffee, some tea, water, and some snacks, and tea for them. Thank you.